All right, welcome live from Dubai, Neo Center Point Day 2. Just about to head into the round of meetings today, enjoying some of the burning, hot, melting sunshine of 40-degree weather here in Dubai. Enjoying is a strong word, but I am dying. Okay, anyways, off we go to today's presentations. I'll be doing one of them. We'll see how she goes. And as always, I'll give an update and a recap once that is all done. Looking forward to it. Let's go. Alright, that's a wrap on Neo Center Point Day 2. A little earlier this time than last time. I'm back to do this, what is this? Recap report. Day 2, Neo Center Point. Today was great. A lot of fun time, really good discussions, and man, this whole Center Point gathering and just being in the room with these crazy people, there's so much passion and so much ideas and so much, everyone just wants to do good for Neo, right? And I believe I think they're the right people to do it. And I'm really excited about what's coming for Neo and what's going to be coming next on Neo, or applications for Neo. Without further ado, let's get into the recap of what went down today. Oh, also, I got this sick Neo shirt. I'm sure you've seen the design floating around on X or other platforms, Discord. I don't know where they posted it, but it's a sick design. My first Neo merch, so I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm sweet. I'm officially a Neo guy now, I guess. Recap. That's what we're here for. Ah, yes, Flamingo Finance, the lovable purple burb that we all know and love. I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, Flamingo was just focused on flocks. What the flock is that? I'm hoping to do a video on flocks soon. Am I? I don't know. I guess I can. I was going to do their Orderbook Plus. That's kind of their big deal. That's what I was actually going to do a video on. The only place that you have a full order book in a decentralized way on chain. And from what I understand, Neo is literally the only blockchain where that Orderbook Plus can exist, just because of the technologies that it has. I mean, we all know Neo has some of the best technologies. It's just the marketing where it's lacking. People aren't aware, people aren't building enough. But luckily we have people like Flamingo building, one of the biggest DApps in Neo, obviously. And they got Flocks and they got Orderbook Plus. If you don't know about those, look into them. I should probably do some content on it, so you can look forward to that soon. Cassette. So yeah, I just did a video on Cassette. The story about Cassette really is they got a great product. It's just hard to find development time and development resources, right? I showcased it. It's a great product. It's a great way for people to use NeoFS, which is built on chain. It exists and it should be used. And they can use it in an easy way, like a Dropbox or an iCloud storage, just cloud storage. It's fantastic. Obviously nothing like currently on their roadmap. They gotta find time and funding. They're a very small team, a team of 2 that made that product, of course. But it's great, and it's great to have applications like that. And hopefully we can see that turn into a more robust product with more features, more reliability. I think it's good for the ecosystem. Pixudi. Pixudi. I think that's right. Honestly, I didn't look, I've heard of it, but I didn't look enough into it before this time, basically. But it's a Web3 game. They're multi-chain, but they've integrated with Neo. And meeting them seemed like a pretty good guy, running it and passionate, which is what's most important here. Neo FS seems like a great use case for this Web3 game as well. I mean, I talk about Neo FS a lot because it's one of those technologies that not every chain has, and it's like file storage built on chain. I mean, that's a big deal to have that natively, and like for a thing like a Web3 game that has NFTs and all that stuff, it works out great. The one thing that I find interesting about Pixudi, they focus on getting a Web 2 audience. Like, I saw the game, it actually looks kind of legit, so it might have to be something I check out. But they focus on getting Web 2 people, which basically means people who aren't crypto people, you know? Their main focus is a good game, a game that looks good, a game that's enjoyable. They just want people to have fun, you know? I think that's a big problem with a lot of Web3 crypto games, is they're just like money farms and they're not great games. But Pixudi, they seem like they're doing it the right way and actually creating a good product and stuff. So that's interesting. And I'm interested to see how they kind of interact more with the Neo ecosystem. They seem eager, so that's good. But yeah, another good project to have on the squad, and it was good to have them here. I totally forgot COZ's roadmap. COZ obviously does great work. I love all their stuff. They without them, Neo would cease to exist, in my opinion. So things they're working on: developer templates. This means like make it easier for someone to just pop onto Neo and make an application or make a DApp that interacts with all, like, you know, the interconnected stuff on Neo. A template, right? So that's one thing they're working on, which is great. Another thing is they're working on this thing called Cathode. Basically, it's like reverse wallet connect, and it allows like a DApp to interact with your wallet. So like, say you have your Neon wallet, you can get a notification saying, hey, why haven't you migrated your Neo? Or hey, you haven't voted for Neo, you could be earning a lot of gas right now. Or other claims on the network, like maybe you have some claims on Flamingo Finance that you could be claiming right now, like stuff like that. So it allows applications or people or things to send notifications directly to your wallet to inform you. Because let's be honest, crypto bros out there, not everyone spends all day on crypto Twitter and Discord and all that, and they miss a lot of things. People always check, you know, their wallets to see how their coins are doing, but they don't check socials all the time. So this would be a good way from COZ to inform people, which is important. Another kind of cool thing that's going on with COZ is retail payments, which is something we don't have in Neo at all. The ability to basically have a card that you can pay for anything in the real world in exchange for your Neo or gas, right? How nice would it be that you just generate gas from your Neo and you can go buy some food or buy a beer, you know? Sounds like that's on the roadmap and that's going to be coming soon. And then ramps. Yeah, so ramps and swaps, just getting more swap providers, more ramp providers, which is just going to give greater access for people to get Neo and gas, which is a big pain point, let's be honest, with Neo, is that it's sometimes a bit difficult to get. The other thing is, while we're on the topic of COZ, City of Zion, we have items roadmap. So I don't know if you remember back in the day, I don't think it's been that long, I don't know how long it's been, but where they did the like the ring system, where it's fungible, non-fungible interaction. Let me put this in a better way. Basically connecting the digital world with the physical world. Digital, I guess some might call it. That's what items is. And basically this is COZ pursuing that more in depth. Yeah, NFC, passively powered, self-control or self-custodial, environmentally friendly, cryptographically secure. That's the non-fungible item. That's what they call it. NFI, non-fungible item. The bridge between digital and physical. Can be used for stuff like authenticity, to prove, like, what if you bought like a luxury good or something, like a bag, and it had this NFI on it, you could boop it with your phone and it'd be like, hey, this is authentic, here's the proof, blah, 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 on chain. legit. Like, that'd be really easy to get rid of fakes, basically. Brand loyalty, of course, lifestyle tracking, loss mitigation. So that's like, let's say I have a bag, I leave it somewhere, and I fly across the world. Nobody would know that that's my bag anymore, right? But if they can tap the NFI and see, oh, this bag belongs to me, I'm from here, this is how you can contact me. Loss mitigation, baby. But yeah, they have a roadmap. And I don't know, I'm really interested to see where this, I don't know enough people actually working on NFI stuff besides COC and Neo. But there's definitely a potential to bridge physical assets with digital, so it'd be cool to see where that goes. All right, Grantshares. Grantshares is the sole reason why I'm here in Dubai right now. I got a grant to be able to come here and just like both be a fly on the wall and just listen to the Neo Council and Neo community at work, but also provide my perspective as a random guy from Canada, or more specifically, a user of Neo and a user of multiple blockchains and different ecosystem blockchains since like 2017, right? So it's good to be able to bring that perspective in. That's because of Grantshares. So Grantshares, basically, we all know it. I've done a video on it. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Where they're going is obviously UX improvements, incentives for engagement. So that's like incentivize people to comment on some of these proposals and say whether they like them or whether they don't like them or where they can improve, a leaderboard. And then another thing is how to deal with members that are either not voting or to incentivize members to vote. There's a lot of different stuff that can be done with that. And I think they want to add more voters too. I know they just recently added a few more DAO members, so I think that's great. And a business development person to try to kind of push the marketing side of this stuff more, because it honestly, let's be honest, the Grantshares is a great program. There's a lot of stuff that this could be used for to build on Neo, but there's not enough opportunities being chased. So we'll see where that goes. Next, this dude called Unlocking the Chain started talking about his experience across ecosystems. I don't know, he seemed a bit crazy, maybe a little handsome, we're not really sure. I thought it went well. It sparked some great discussion. So yeah, I was thankful to get this opportunity and to present my ideas and thoughts to everybody. I basically just brought up the fact, all the ecosystems I use, the friction points that Neo has, where Neo could be improved, and like what's going on. And in my opinion, things I would like to see from Neo: cheaper transactions. When I interact on Base or Solana, I don't think about how much transactions cost, but on Neo, I sure as heck think about it, and I've had to entirely stop doing activities or D-apps just because the transactions were so expensive on Neo. On Base, I just spray and pray, I do everything. Another thing is more involvement from like council and foundation and marketing side of things. I think that's something that could do Neo some great things. And also just like look at other blockchains. What made them successful? It doesn't mean copy other blockchains, but it means look at what other blockchains are doing and what made them successful, and understand how we can do that with the Neo product. Because Neo has great technology. It's just how do we attract the users and attract the TVL and attract the money and the investors and the institutional players, all that stuff. So Neo's got to find its place and it's got to find its use case and all that, but it needs that push from the big people, the big boys. Sitting at the sideline waiting for something to happen won't do any good. This last one, it's a place in Brazil. I don't know how to say it, I'm gonna be honest. It's Matarazzo. Let's just pretend I didn't say anything, but that thing. Basically, it's like this luxury lifestyle, resort style, like block. Like, I don't know if you've seen like that concept of the line in I don't know, Dubai or Saudi Arabia. I can't remember exactly where it is, but it's in this area where they have like this like concentrated space with all these like different cultural stuff and blah 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 blah, and it's like a hotel and a resort and a church and a cultural hospital, like all this stuff. It's got like everything you need in one tight space that's like purely environmentally friendly. Now, what is this for? Why are we discussing this, right? The reason is they're looking at implementing like NFIs and Neo blockchain and like a reward system that is based on Neo for people, like almost hosting someone's entire identity while at this location, but on chain. So I don't know, this is just a cool little thing where it would be a potential situation to test out the different ways that Neo blockchain can be useful in a place like that, whether it's for like a reward system or understanding behavior or tracking purchases or stuff like that. There's a lot that can be done, and all on chain in a transparent way. That's kind of like the point. So I'm really interested to see if anything happens from this and what happens from it. Okay, I think that is all I have to recap or summarize. I hope this was useful to some of you, for those that couldn't be there. But yeah, just to reiterate, Neo Centerpoint 1. Dean called it 0.1 because this is like the test. We were like the test subjects here, to see how this would go. It was great. If you ever get an opportunity to go to Neo Centerpoint, I highly recommend. However it happens, try to go to one. There's some really great discussions, and this is really good for Neo, just bringing all the big brains together that are here and obviously doing as much as they can. It really accelerates the process well once you get them all in a room brainstorming. Like, I've heard some really cool ideas that I wouldn't have known otherwise being here. And I think it's gonna be doing real good stuff for the ecosystem. So yeah, I'm like super looking forward to what comes next Neo Centerpoint. I'm confident there's gonna be another, and hopefully it just grows big from here. Like, it was kind of small at the start here, but the idea is it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, even if it was small, it was great. It was lots of great discussions, and I have no doubt this will be, hosting these are better for the Neo ecosystem, and it will lead to greater things, which is what we're all here for, right? Okay, hopefully I didn't ramble too much, but yeah, that's day 2. Day 3, I don't know if I'm gonna have any content for day 3, but it's just like an open collaboration day. No set agenda, so we'll see what happens. But thank you all for watching and coming with me on this journey. I literally couldn't be here without you guys watching. The only reason I am here is because of these videos and being able to talk to an audience and reach an audience that would otherwise not be reached. I mean, like, there's going to be a lot of people posting about Neo Centerpoint, I'm sure, but if it wasn't for me stepping into this room and kind of recapping it from an outsider's perspective, maybe a lot of the ideas would get lost or to the general person, right? So really happy to be here and really happy for everyone that is tuning in and watching this right now. But that's it for this. I will talk to you guys later. Of course, subscribe, because there's gonna be great, more great content coming. There's lots I could talk about. Maybe we'll save that for another time so this doesn't just drag on to like the longest video ever. Looking forward to it. Stay tuned. More stuff coming. Neo Centerpoint. All right, if you're just here to see the crypto content and the Neo Centerpoint coverage, you can stop here. The rest of this video is just gonna be me showing off some Dubai clips that I got and my travels home. Day 3, not a whole lot went on, so I just did some exploring in Dubai. So if you wanna see some content with that, enjoy. Hey, if you're still watching, thank you for watching all the way through. That is a wrap for Neo Centerpoint #1 in Dubai. I absolutely can't wait for the next one, whenever that does come, and I hope to see a bunch more people there. It was a blast, and it was definitely a great thing for Neo and the community. You already see stuff popping up like the discussion about changing Neo governance. That all spawned because of the talks at Neo Centerpoint, and I think it's going to be great for Neo. So if you have any questions about Neo Centerpoint, comment down below and I will do my best to answer it, but I appreciate all the support. Again, without your support, I wouldn't have been able to go on a crazy trip like this, so greatly appreciated it. If you want to see more content like this, of course, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, give some support for this channel, because obviously without you, this would not be possible. That's all. Neo Centerpoint, incredible.